Hello, family. Welcome to my channel at Mavos Entertainment. Today I've got some guys. Yeah, I thought I'm not gonna touch this story, but it keeps on improving and improving by the day. Okay, um, and that story is about Cassper Nyovest, right? I can't help to think that Cassper Nyovest is a shadow of AKA, or AKA is a shadow of Cassper Nyovest, because whenever one of them is trending, one of them has to rock up, right? And then we would compare them both. I think this thing of them not to be together like Martin Rumi, it's a problem because now every time one of them resurfaces, the other one has to suffer, or we have to dig the dirt about the other one, and then so they can be both dirty, right? Recently, I came out, and then he said he's relaunching his product, so I took it out there that he's splitting with people that he was working with. So now he's going to fly solo, right? So people brought up Cassper in this spice thing because he's also owning beverages, right? And a drink. So they came and then they said, there's this somebody that is a source in Twitter streets. That one, people they say he's a troublemaker. I don't know what to call him because now, whenever he says something, that something has to be spicy, and nobody has confirmed anything that he's saying, but he's very sure of what he's saying. So some of us, he's our source. Some of us, we don't really take what he says, the stories and stuff like that. Okay, so this guy posted and he said, meet the owner and director of Bilton. And then he called the guy by the name. And then he says, Bilton is an alcoholic brand, paraded by Cassper Nyovest as his own. And he dropped the picture saying that the actually CEO of the alcohol brand is this David, right? So Cassper Nyovest came as usual because I never seen anything said about Cassper Nyovest, and then he just keeps quiet. He just comes back when something is said about him. Then he came. He's like Kanye West, right? Kanye West, whenever there's something that is said about him, he never keeps quiet. He just jumps in, even if it takes him to bring a proof or something like that. He does that. So I can't imagine that Cassper is acting like Kanye West, right? So he comes and then this guy's post, and he says, the funniest thing about this post is that this isn't even David. You'll just be begging and reporting rubbish. If you can't even get a right picture of David, how could your information be correct? Stop spreading lies. I own my product. I'm a major shareholder. He says that. Then he comes back again, Cassper still. And then he says, this Bilton story has reminded me of a lack of education and ownership in our industry. I've been able to build and own brands, so I've decided that I'm gonna host a workshop in Youth Month. I've been waiting to teach and think now, and I think now is time to start. Y'all coming? He's asking. So, I mean, yeah, man, I'm not sure about this one, what's happening here. Is Cassper really the owner of this drink, or he's not? I mean, this alcohol. I'm not really sure what to say about this one because now, Bonang, we were thinking that she's the rightful owner of this privileges that is out there. But it seems like she's not really the full 100% owner of it, and she's been claiming to be. I remember even when she was posting in the vineyard, we started speculating that she bought that vineyard and stuff like that. So in this industry for now, those that I'm aware of is DJ Zintle, Peltus, Kelly Kumalo, yeah, and Nyovest and AKA, who are so seeing that they've got these brands, right, of alcohol. So I'm not sure what's really happening here. But my take is that I believe that Cassper Nyovest, ever since him and the baby mama, looks like things are a little bit shady. He's not really oozing, the way that he used to. He was starting to be focused. As I was saying in my videos down, the videos that I made about Cassper somewhere, and I was still saying the same thing. Now for him to come back again saying these things, I believe that his state of mind is still out and about, because if he was sure about this thing, I think maybe he'd just make a statement, or he wouldn't do anything. He'd just shush, because he knows that his bank balance is mollering. For him to come like this, I think that, yeah, he's still mumbling. Maybe it's not really the truth that he's owning it, as he's claiming that everything regarding that alcohol is his. So I'm not sure. But the thing that brought up this thing is that thing of AKA saying that he's rebranding his alcohol and stuff like that. There are things that he's changing on that. But I didn't want to touch that story much, because I didn't want to cover it anyway, because it was a little bit messy. I can see that it's going somewhere, maybe south of, so I didn't want to even touch it. But now I'm touching it, because now I'm bringing this Cassper wine, because I can help but to say, I see what's happening here. I see what's happening here. Every time AKA is trending for something, we have to bring Cassper. Every time. So, in the long run, before things got a little bit messy than it is right now, AKA was enjoying this, because he's saying, yeah, the hip hop family, guys, they're not supposed to be tied together. Every time there must be ruffle here and there. People must fight here and there. So they're taking it too far. As I'm seeing it, I think it's too far, because now I'm not sure what is it that they're really fighting about. And if things are really quiet between them, as people on the ground like me and you, we start talking, so that there's something that is brewing between them. So yeah, do you agree that AKA is Cassper's shadow, or Cassper is AKA's shadow? Because now one of them, once resumes, the other one can't help but to follow, and they make sure that they're there. So yeah, this one is just boys having fun. I can't wait to see them reconciling, if that's what they need to do. I'm not sure if there's fight, because reconciling comes when people are not really sticky, so I can't even confirm that one. I'm just assuming. It's alleged, right? It's alleged. Okay, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much for showing me love. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye.